All right, what's happening, party people? How we doing on a Wednesday night? You know why we're here. You're here. I'm here. Doesn't that make it our time? And we are here for the night flight. Of course, we got Giant Dodgers. Believe me, we're all aware of that. Creative Tony and I are keeping a very close eye on the scores. And Tony, I'm going to try something new tonight. We've never done this before. Go. Tell me if you recognize this sound. And I'm going to have to recreate this without the enhancements of like a soundboard. I'm going to have to do this old school. So tell me what this reminds you of. You ready? Check this out. Hopefully this will translate on the air. Listen carefully. It's a first. Never done this before. This is probably the first and last time. Check it out. I don't even know if I can do this. Hold on. Here we go to you. Watch this. Tell me what this is. Sorry. Here we go. Tonight on 60 Minutes. Do you remember the ticker before?
Oh, dude, yeah, they still do the tick. They still do the stopwatch tick.
We're ticking tonight, and I'll tell you why we're ticking tonight. Tony, check it out. Tonight on PMP. Here's what we're doing tonight, folks. Don Peralta, I was on the phone with Don Peralta 10 minutes ago. He goes, Paulie Mac, you need to go punk rock style, Ramone's show at CBGB's, 60 minutes out. That's all. That's all it is. 60 minutes and out. And I'll tell you why. Because we want to watch the Dodger game, and I know you guys do too. So we are on the clock, Red Jet Shell, 100%. That's all of us tonight. The Giants Dodgers is something we're all really paying close attention to, and we want to get you guys and ourselves out of here at 9 so we can watch the end of this game. I got an update. If you're not in front of the TV right now, 0-0. Top of the 6th, we got 1 out. We're going to keep an eye on this thing as we go. But I don't.
We got 2 outs now. We just got 2 outs.
You see, no sooner than my first update came across, we had to amend it. But the point is, we're wound up. I love that they haven't been able to put any runs on the board for Shohei. I freaking love that. I want to talk Shohei tonight. I got questions about Shohei.
I got to take over the show real quick. I'm sorry. I'm jumping in and I'm taking over the show. Stand by, Paulie.
Okay.
Doug in Japan is in the freaking house. Welcome back, Doug in Japan. And by the way, if Doug in Japan is in the house, we already gave him some cheap trick love. But Paulie, stand by, please, because there's only one way that we like to greet Doug in Japan.
Tony.
Stand by, Paulie. Stand by. 3 up, 3 down for the Dodgers, and we're headed to the middle of the 6th inning, I believe. Stand by, Paulie, if you don't mind.
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
Well, why stop? Why remember to play the theme song now when I can just walk all over it every week? Thank you, Tony. A couple of quick updates. I regret to inform you. The Tekashi soundbite, the All Right Tokyo soundbite were what I would consider to be compromised. They sounded like S. It's kind of like what we were dealing with a month ago, like underwater. Okay. Yeah, so just be advised. Okay. We're not going to let it stop us. We're off to the races, and we're going to keep doing that. By the way, you're right, Tony. 3 up, 3 down, mid-6th. We'll keep you posted. Doug in Japan. First off, Doug, great to see you, dude. We've been asking about you. And I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad. It's just great to see your face again. Thanks for checking in tonight. And Tony, we had this rare thing tonight where we had a super like 20 minutes before the show started. Tony and I were having a meeting and I looked over and I saw Miriam had a super. So do you have access to that now or do you want to wait? It's your
I can load it up. I think I wrote a note in my show notebook to make sure we do it tonight. I will show the super and then we will honor the super before the end of the night. Miriam, we love you. We thank you so much for your support of the show. And she says, hey, Familia, tonight would be a great time to revisit the Biscuit Lady video made especially for our good friend Rag. So I need to dig that up. At the very worst, we can visit the Biscuit Lady. It's always good to visit the Biscuit Lady, but we can definitely try and find that video. I think Patty from Napa, Patty, if you're on the show, which I think you are because you're a super, if you could email me that video again, that would actually be a great help because she has a video from the I can dig it up, but she also, if you have that video at your disposal, email it to polyspot@gmail.com. Thank y'all.
Dig it up, Tony. Never thought I'd do this, but it's a night of many firsts on the PMP show. You say dig it up. Let me give you this one. Peter Gabriel, digging in the dirt. You with me?
Wow.
Yeah, why not? Why not digging in the dirt? You with me on that?
Wow, totally, dude. How about, well, I don't know if you know this song by Dave Matthews Band, but a song called Digging a Ditch.
I don't know it. I don't. Yeah. It's
a beautiful, beautiful. Sometimes Matthews will just get you right there in the soul, man. Tug on the heartstrings. And I'm Matt. Wow. I can get
no, finish your thought. What are you doing? No, finish your thought. That's why we're here. Don't be waving off your riffs. I want them. Give me the riffs.
Early 90s when you were like, Grateful Dead, and I was getting my Matthews on from my dear friend Pete Picard sent me a cassette tape of this band that played these small clubs in Virginia and on the East Coast. He's like, you got to check them out. And then they came to the Warfield in 93 and I saw them in the Warfield. And ever since then, man, I've been a Dave Matthews Band head. The shows are tough to stomach a little bit with the crowd now because nobody shuts the hell up.
Yeah, I saw my first Dave Matthews show ever was last summer. I went down to Shoreline and saw him. The band was great, but like you said, dude, people are acting like it's some kind of cocktail party. Right. Like I told you that there was a woman in front of me who had her back to the stage, just talking to her friend. She knew her back to the stage. Yeah. So anyway, we're building a new deck on my house, and it's like, it costs a lot of money, but still, it's good for the kids. And then we want to have like an above ground swimming pool with an extension and a sunroof. I'm like, do you guys want to watch the gig at any point? You guys could have done this in the parking lot. Anyway, so you're right. Matthews, yes. Matthews crowd, no. Couple of other updates, important announcements for the PMP Familia. And great to see everybody tonight. Dami, Rags, Doug in Japan. I freaking love you. Ray Goodman, dig a pony, dude. Ray Goodman, Beatles, dig a pony off of Let It Be. Great call. Dig a pony, little John Lennon. That's a great call.
Nice call. Also, the Hum Daddies. What's up, Hum Daddies? They say Grave Digger by Dave Matthews Band is a great tune, too. And yes, it is, man. You got any more digging songs? Are we going to keep digging?
Yeah.
Or do you dig it the most, Paulie? I dig it the most. By the way, we're 2 outs. 2 outs.
I have a song. This is why we got to end early tonight. 2 outs. 2 outs.
Well, it's a freaking pitcher's duel, man. It's goose eggs. It's beautiful. Like Malley and Ohtani are both pitching gems. Dude, did you see the approach by Arise in the first inning? Did you see the base hit by Arise?
Oh. He had a nice glove out there, too. I think in the second to end the inning, that was a real nice flash of the leather, too.
Just a thing of beauty, man. And also, Devers had a beautiful base hit.
It's about time.
In his first at bat. That's the type of approach I want Devers to take, man. Those opposite field line drives. I mean, again, Ohtani's throwing 100 miles an hour, man. Who am I to tell Devers what to do? I'm just saying.
I like when you tell Devers what to do. Yeah. Hey, our buddy Dan Coach Emilio is telling Devers what to do pretty much every day on Twitter, and I'm loving it. I don't know if he's on the board tonight. He's probably watching the game, but Dan Coach Emilio, NorCal Sports, SecureMoney.com. In fact, we'll do a formal spot for him tonight. He's been going after Devers fast and furious on freaking Twitter. Have you seen his posts? They're really good.
Yeah. Yes. Well, dude, Devers swings out of his ass, man, but the base hit where he took it left center over the shortstop's head, he didn't swing out of his ass. And this sounds all these are like baseball cliches, but he let the ball travel and he went the opposite way with it. And look at Chapman. Ooh, he legged it out. Safe. Chapman,
Okay.
base infield single. Sorry.
This is tough. This is tough. This is why we got to abbreviate.
But I want people that I'm going to update people live. We're going to go live. We're doing live, Paulie. Things sucks. We'll do it live.
It does. Coming up on the show tonight, by the way, more Giant Dodger talk. I do have a couple things on the NBA playoffs I want to get into. I do want to talk a little bit more Warriors, and important update for tomorrow. I think it was Corinne from Fairfax just a couple of days ago put the request out there. Corinne, I heard your plea, and I'm going to deliver. The one and only Patrick Connor. You know him as Old Pecan, Old Peaches on the street. He's going to join us tomorrow at 12:30. We're going to talk some NFL draft with Patrick Connor. Looking forward to next week. Our good buddy with the Chronicle, Peter Hartlob. We're just trying to nail down a day, but he's going to join us because he just wrote a really cool article about one of the last remaining old school movie theaters in San Francisco called the Balboa. And Tony, that's where you and I saw the Pearl Jam movie at the freaking Balboa. So I have ties to the Balboa that go all the way back to the 70s when I was a little kid. And so anyway, we're going to talk to Peter Hartlob about that next week. Pecan tomorrow. Just mark your calendars. Pecan enthusiasts. We got him tomorrow. Yes.
It's going to be great because like Paulie and I were talking earlier today. Pecan's going to come on and he's going to take all of us to school.
Yeah,
on the draft and what players stand out to him in college football. I unfortunately for y'all maybe or for Paulie, it's like I've never been a draft guy. I always just like, can we just get through the draft and then we'll figure everything out. I just like reading about the draft the day after, the whole build up to the draft. The fact that it's a crazy event now, or there's like, I read Pittsburgh is expecting like 500,000 visitors this weekend for the freaking draft, dude. What are we doing?
So when you look at, and it really, I think in the grand scheme of everything, when you think about like the 1980s, like which was, it was a long time ago, but it ain't going back to World War II. You know what I mean? It ain't that long ago, but the draft in the 80s, they were doing it like in a convention room in a hotel, like at the Hyatt Regency. There was like 40 people.
And like a dry erase board.
Oh, dude. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to like tell you why I never got like totally enveloped or engulfed by NFL draft speculation. Here's why. Because I feel like, and I'm not knocking the people that do it. Your Patrick Connors, your Larry Krugers with the colored highlighters. You guys do your thing. That's what they specialize in. But to me, it's like, here's my mock draft. I got this guy at 1. I got that guy at 2. But if the Colts trade with the Chargers, they jump up to number 3. So I got the Chargers taking a D tackle, blah, blah, blah. The reason I don't do that is because it would almost be like me before a Grateful Dead show.
I was going to say,
trying to say, Tony, I like Bertha coming out at number 1. I think Greatest Story is number 2. Now, I could see a Red Rooster at 3, but it could be Stagger Lee. We don't know. So it's like, I would rather wait until the players are actually drafted and then talk about what's actually real. Same with the Grateful Dead. I could speculate and say, well, I see a Scarlet Fire out of set 2. Probably it looks like rain, maybe estimated. Or I could let the show happen and then talk about the actual set list. So my approach is a little different.
Paulie, you could let the first set happen, and then based on the vibe of the first set, you start speculating what's coming in the second set. Paulie, I also got to say, too, Max Medina, like my buddies and I that used to go to a lot of those fish shows back in the day, we used to do a first song pool. So I'd walk around and collect money from people and say, give me your $1. Here's my notepad. What song do you want to pay $1 to predict as the opener? And then whoever predicted the opener got a good wad of cash when the song started. And if they didn't play anything on the list, it went to the second song. So I like to we turned it into a little bit of a gambling situation as well.
We have all kinds of incredible riffs happening right now. Patty, this is between you and me. Patty just drops a Tower 5 on me, and Tower 5 is a reference to Dead and Company in the Park, which, by the way, Patty, I did predict Bertha as an opener at one of those shows, and I was right. Also, Nicky D. Francesco, dude, dropping like Grateful Dead comedy like nobody else can. He goes, let's trade up for an Althea, dude.
Yeah. See, there you go. Now we're talking.
Let's trade up. I'll give you a deal, and I'll give you a freaking Cassidy if I could trade up for a Help Slip Franklin's. Tony, let's make this deal. Yeah.
Totally, dude. I love it. That's the type of draft I'm more interested in.
Right.
And by the way, maybe I should pull it up here while we're talking about it, and we can talk about it later on the show as well as we set up the show. Did you see the post by Brandon Ayuk and the look he's rocking, and it looks like he's put on a few.
Oh, really? Okay, no, I need to see this.
Oh.
Is it in bookmarks?
Yeah, I believe so. It's got to be. So we can get into bookmarks. It's not a good scene.
I want to say this. I want to make sure that I'm like protecting my own reputation here. Honestly, at this point, like I'm starting to worry. Maybe this guy's a little touched mentally because I don't think. I mean, he might not be well. I mean, his stuff is so out there, and he writes like in some kind of foreign language. I don't even know what he's talking about. Nobody does. He writes like in this weird code almost like. But it's indecipherable, so there's no way to know what he's talking about. So I did see one of his posts today, and I really I moved on quickly because I had no idea what he was talking about. But I want to see the heavy Brandon Ayuk. I do. I want to see the bulked up version you're referring to.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it right now, Paulie. Why not? Stand by. If you don't mind, stand by. Okay, there it is, dude. So,
I didn't see this with the dogs. What is this? No, I didn't see this. What's going on here?
So this was his post today, and it says, "Yeen trying to boss your life up. We ain't on the same she."
Yeah, again, English is preferred at this point, or some semblance of actual language would be appreciated. I don't know what he's talking about.
But his face is
what is
definitely I don't know.
The hell is yeen? You know what I mean? Like, just say what you want to say, Ayuk. Say what the F you want to say.
I don't think, does he understand how missed he is and how much of how much he could help the 49ers? I mean,
he don't care. You got to write this guy off. I don't think he cares about playing football anymore. I really don't. I don't think he cares. If he did, I don't think he'd be posting this. And for my second John Lennon reference of the night, I gave you Dig a Pony thanks to Ray Goodman. Here comes number 2. John Lennon said this famously, and I try to live by these words. I think all like decent people do. John Lennon said, "Say what you mean what you say."
Yep.
Mean what you say what you mean. Now, I don't know what Brandon Ayuk is saying. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So I'm a little worried. Like, what's with the dogs? What is he getting off a plane here? Is that what's going on?
Off a plane. He's got a lot of dogs. Paulie, I did also have the same thought. Like, oh man,
he might not be well.
I hope he's okay. I just hope he's okay.
Right.
Because this type of behavior is so unpredictable and out of nowhere. You just hope he's okay. But I don't know. I don't get the tweet. I don't get the just abandonment of his team and the fact that when Kyle Shanahan says he hadn't talked to him in months, like that's it's just
all right. So here we go. We got a variety of comments coming in here. I want to share some of these with you. For starters, Soccer Bull. What's up, Santa Cruz Mafia? Soccer Bull says there's no Omerta for Ayuk. No question, dude. He don't follow that code. No way. Also, Red Jet Shell. I like this Red Jet Shell. We need Mrs. Cleaver to translate jive. Well, wow. I'm cool with jive. Jive, I actually think I got my hands around. I don't even think this is jive, Red Jet Shell. This is some kind of foreign thing. He's invented his own speak. Miguel, what the hell is Ayuk smoking? Where did Dommy go? Here comes Don Peralta. Money will be gone quickly. The lifestyle. Yeah. I hear you.
Paulie, just hang loose, blood. Catch the rebound on the meta side.
I know exactly what that means. See, I know exactly what you're saying. When it comes to Brandon Ayuk, I have no clue. By the way, Tony, quick update. Let me wave my wand here for everybody. Hold on, let me get my wand. Ready? Tony, I got an update. We are 2 outs, top of the 7th, still 0-0. We got ourselves a ball game, dude.
On that note, Paulie, we also had a nice double down the line by Devers in the bottom of the 6th, as we are now in the top of the 7th, 2 outs. But Devers is 2 for 3 on the night and swinging the bat well off Ohtani. So we're mid top, 2 outs in the top of the 7th and still 0-0. Dude, how about Mahle matching Ohtani inning for inning, man?
I like Mally's composure out there. I like his whole style. Like I was watching him in the bullpen before the game. He looked totally relaxed and cool. And I like the way he's carrying himself on the mound.
I have a song idea for Mahle, by the way.
What?
Right? Yeah. Remember that song, That Girl Sally?
Yeah, well, how about Sneaking Sally Through the Alley?
Or Sneaking Sally Through the Alley, Sneaking Mahle Through the Alley. That's
fine. That's it. It's right there. Sneaking Mahle Through the effing alley. It's right there, dude. Right there.
You don't remember the song Sally, That Girl, right? Ooh, Sally, That Girl. I was thinking Mahle, That Pearl or something because he throws the pearl. But It's definitely. Oh, Hassan Kim's up right now, by the way. 2 outs. I apologize.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. You're
My
good.
ADD is in full effect right now. Just
Me
for
too.
everybody.
That's why I'm having a tough time up here. I mean, I'm upstairs. I got there's nothing up. I can't watch the game up here. I'm getting a little crazy. Tony, I'll tell you what I want to do. Dom Peralta is going to be the beneficiary of our first endorsement read tonight because Dom just dropped a solid riff, and I want to give Dom proper credit and love. Dom's been doing so much. Here's a news flash. Dom Peralta helps us a lot. And he does. Tony, you don't even know about this. He's been helping me today. He was helping me yesterday. He's literally at this point doing it out of pity, I think. He's like, you know what? This poor bastard has no idea what he's doing. Let me hold his hand. Let me walk him up to the show. It's getting to that point. But Dom, and then I saw him drop a riff. He goes, from now on, Brandon Ayuk, let's call him Bayuk.
Bayuk, yes. Bayuk.
I like that, Tommy. I like that.
Scarlet Fire, Mustang Mally.
Okay.
Mustang Mally.
Hold on.
And also Andrew Markoulis and Neil Donardi and Andrew Markoulis of Longbridge Pizza, who we will talk about also later on in the show. They are both headed to the Sphere tomorrow night to go see Fish at the Sphere. Boys, I want video, I want check-ins, and I want stuff to play on the show on Friday. That's all.
You guys, boy, the comment line is popping tonight, dude. I got Red Jet Shell dropping this on Ayuk. Night, Ayuk. Just dropping a night on his ass. I like that. And then Pine Needle, dude. Don't sleep on the Pine, okay? Every time you think you've seen it all, here comes Pine Needle right up the middle. Lay down Mally, dude. Lay down Mally, rest you in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? I saw Garcia play that, by the way, at Madison Square Garden. It was like a 20-minute version. He just kept doing that riff, Tony. Great riff, too. Yeah.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
As usual, Garcia sounds amazing. Amazing. Yes. All the other bites are all messed up. Garcia loud and clear. Okay. Dom Peralta, the man of many riffs, the man who helps us through.
Sorry, Paulie. Play some chimes for me, please. All right, Paulie. I'm going to do this because I said New Year's resolution in April. Supers, when they happen, they're going on the show. Patty from Napa, she was earlier on in the show. She says, Doug in Japan is here. So I wanted to honor Patty's super. Thank you for the super, Patty. And yes, Doug in Japan is in full effect from Tokyo, checking in. I love it, Doug. Thank you for all you do for the show from Japan. That's so freaking great. Paulie, then we got Candlestick Kid checking in, and I love it. Just simple.
That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. In fact, more on that in tonight's Tony's Top 3, Candlestick Kid. Stick around for that. But first, a word on. I see.
We got Phil Dawson. We got the former Niners kicker checking in with the super. F. Shady Shohei. And we have a leadoff base hit by Jung Hoo Lee. Leadoff base hit, bottom 7. Jung Hoo Lee. Take it away, Paulie.
Okay, well, I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to try to bring up the script on this monitor here. Stand by.
Yes, Paulie. I love it.
Explore. You see me doing this? Yeah.
Explore. I love it.
I know, because my scripts are usually over here on this laptop, but that laptop is about to die, so now I got to use this as my primary thing. But I'm ready. Let's talk Peralta Art, y'all. The only weird thing about this, Tony, is I can't see the show when I do this.
You know what I'm saying? Paulie, that's half the show for me, is I'm not seeing the show.
I know. I didn't know that till I saw you produce. That's the audience should know that. Tony is hardly ever looking at the show because he's producing all the time. Anyway.
Yeah, all good.
Peralta Arts and Company, you know him, you love him. Let's talk about him. It's where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. Now, we'd like to say on behalf of Don Peralta and Peralta Arts and Company, he extends a very happy Earth Day to all of y'all. Happy Earth Day. Love your mother. Don't pollute. Pick up your trash. Stop throwing stuff on Dolores Park. It really bums me out. Let's keep the earth clean. What?
Base it, Ramos. First and second, no outs. Base it, Ramos.
You're freaking
no outs. I'm going to do quick hits and back into the action. Okay?
Do I need to run? I'll just run downstairs. I'll just leave this chair empty and go watch the game. Okay. Tony, we have, can you show the peace painting, please?
Yes, I will pull it up for sure, dude. Stand by, Paulie. And we've got Drew Gilbert, your guy, Drew Gilbert. Come on.
I'm a Gilbert head.
Yeah, you are. Stand by. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up, and I just want to make sure.
Pull that up, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's business time.
There we go, dude. Come on, Don. That's beautiful, man.
So,
that's
Tony,
beautiful.
You know it as well as I do. Your story deserves bold visuals. Peralta Arts and Company brings them alive with Bay Area soul. I know you got soul. Contact Peralta Arts. Bring your next vision to life. You've seen Dom's work. You've admired Dom's work. I have Dom's work hanging up in my flipping home, for God's sakes, and you should too. Commission Dom for a special project. You know what I mean? Maybe you're like, hey, I really want to have a Dom Peralta rendering of Steph Curry shooting a three-pointer. Get creative, dude. Hire him to do something. And how do you do that? I got it right here. You email Dom at dominic@stellar.design. Dominic@stellar.design. For those of you who are like freelance advertising guys, freelance creative types, freelance copywriters, you need an art director to complement your work. You found him. He's right here. Dom Peralta is ready to go to work for you. So we would like to thank Dom Peralta, thank Peralta Arts. We would really not be anywhere without the kid at this point. So, Dom, thanks for all you do. And reach out, 650-796-3144. Or again, Dominic@stellar.design. Okay.
Hey, Paulie, on that note, really quick, I just want to add Mother's Day right around the corner coming up, then Father's Day. Birthdays, graduation time is coming up. If there's a special someone in your life, in your family, in your friendship circle, commission Dom to make some art for that special person or for that special event. Dom is money, and he will do it when you need it too. So again, just wanted to hit that. Definitely contact Dom, 650-796-3144, or email Dominic@stellar.design.
How about this from the Wemmy Catalina just driving the lane? She goes, I think I want a rendering of Bad Bunny from Peralta Arts. I love it. Dom, go nuts. Do the curls, man. Get the curls going. Yep. I love it. And again, but Dom can accommodate all of those requests. So reach out to Dom and make some beautiful music with Dom as soon as you possibly can. And thank you, Peralta Arts. Once again, Tony, we call him Shohei Ohtani, and I want to ask you a question about this dude.
Oh, hold on a second, though, Paulie. I got a create chaos small ball alert. The Vitello era has embraced small ball and creating chaos. Drew Gilbert just sack bunted. The runners over, just bunted Jung-Hoo Lee and Ramos over to second and third. I freaking love it. Vitello, you have my heart in your hand right now, dude.
How many
officially back, dude?
Where is Shohei with his pitch count?
Shohei's out of the game. Shohei's out of the game.
Beautiful. Yeah, go sit down. Go sit down, Shady Shohei. Have a seat.
Dryer's in. Okay, so but Gilbert, great job by Gilbert. And so we got second and third, one out. And we got Patrick Bailey batting, the very rare right-handed at bat for Patrick Bailey right now. So,
Tony, here's what I want to ask you. They showed a graphic early in the game tonight about Shohei Ohtani, and we like to have fun with him. We call him Shady Shohei for good reason. Let's not forget his friend is serving a 54-month sentence for crimes I believe Shohei committed, but he had his buddy fall on the sword. Now, granted, I would do that for Tony. I would do that for Rags, but that's about it. That's where I draw the line. Tony, if I gotta do a bid at Pelican Bay for you, I'll do that because I know you got to raise kids. Rags, same thing with you. Rags, because with Rags, anything could happen anytime. Yeah. I could wind up in Folsom just covering for Rags, and I would do that. But it wouldn't be no 54-month thing. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't send him away like that. But on top of that, here's the stat. They said tonight that Shohei Ohtani 3 seasons ago was maxing out fastball wise at about 94 miles an hour. Here we go 3 seasons later. He's maxing out at 97 to 98.
Dude, no, he's 99, 100 tonight. He hit 100 multiple times, 99 most of the night.
Even more curious. So if he was maxing at 94 3 years ago and now he's maxing at 100, you tell me how does that happen without any kind of enhancements? Tony, go ahead. You're the pitcher.
Well, you just asked without any enhancements.
And I'll tell you another thing, unlike Barry Bonds, and I think that Major League Baseball has already demonstrated this, they are willing to look the other way on Shohei Ohtani. If Barry Bonds was involved with a scandal, well, although actually a couple guys did go to jail for Bonds.
Dude, Bailey just left the yard. 3-run bomb. Let's go.
That's why you got to play Bailey every day. Let's go. I love it, man. I love it.
How about a little bat flip from Bailey too?
Nice.
He knew. As soon as he hit it, he knew. Dude.
Oh, that's gotta feel so good for him too, because he's been struggling. That's a big moment for Bailey. 3-run shots, 3-0.
This may sound like crap, Paulie, but I'm gonna try it. Stand by.
Bombs away.
Damn. All right, we got to reconfigure. It's okay. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bob Weir bombs away for Patrick Bailey's 3-run bomb. Dude, that's beautiful.
Bombs away. But Tony, let's go back to that. Increased velocity as you're getting older. What's up?
Usually it's forearm strength, it's leg strength, it's conditioning. I that's all I can think of, and obviously trying new mechanics and studying a lot of film. Maybe he was his arm slot was lagging. Maybe his delivery had some sort of hitch in it. Maybe he was dragging his foot. Is not like there's all kinds of different things in his delivery but 5 to 6 mile an hour difference is pretty wild. That's pretty
As
wild.
you're getting older too, it doesn't
Right.
make sense. It's usually the opposite thing. You usually start to decrease, like Timmy Lincecum. When he started to lose his stuff, first thing you noticed was his fastball declined, like miles per hour declined. But yet this guy, Mr. Baseball 2026, he's getting better as the years go. I'm not buying it, dude. I'm not buying it. And I'll tell you this. I believe Major League Baseball would protect him, even if he was like caught up in some kind of like performance-enhancing drug scandal. I think baseball would look the other way. I really do. I think they try to snuff the story out. I don't think they are as righteous as they were, or the way they carried themselves during the Bonds era. How dare you pollute our game? Now I think they're so desperate for an audience that they can't mess with the golden goose. This guy is the golden goose right now.
I mean, I will say, Paulie, I do think it's amazing at this day and age that we are watching a two-way player in MLB. I will say that's pretty amazing, and he's dominant as a pitcher, dominant as a hitter. So that's really impressive. But I don't know how you can improve 6 miles an hour on your fastball without. Well, I just going to say I just don't know. I don't. The enhancement thing, who freaking knows? But it's just.
It just speaks to the shady nature of his character, though. I just don't buy this wholesome thing that he's trying to sell. Same as I don't buy that he doesn't speak English. I think he does speak English.
Totally.
He just doesn't want to interact with the media and answer any questions. He's got his buddy doing that. Maybe he can send his next interpreter to jail too. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Totally. And by the way, so I have two things, Paulie. First of all, I just want to say I'm so happy for Patrick Bailey right now because he needed that in the biggest freaking way, dude. He was batting $140 before that at bat. So to come through with a 3-run and right-handed,
like
by the way,
too, in a game like this, you know.
Yes. And I'm not saying he's all of a sudden going to catch fire, but I'm just saying mentally that guy needed that because he was pressing and everybody's on him and they're saying Susac. I wonder if, and obviously big time bummer that Susac is on the IL.
Yeah, 10-day IL with the elbow. So we won't see him for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
But did that take a little pressure off of Bailey just momentarily?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to say the way you were saying that the MLB would turn a blind eye to Shohei. Are you saying the same way that the NFL has turned a blind eye to Mike Vrabel and the Vrabel Rossini situation, and how what's his name Kraft tried to squash the post with the New York Post story? There is so much shady stuff going on with that Vrabel Rossini story that we haven't even really talked about it because it's
we haven't. I don't think we've brought it up once actually, which is kind of amazing. I mean, it's kind of over now, but
like Vrabel's not allowed to like tamper or talk to players or all that stuff, but she has broke many Patriots stories since the season's ended about certain players, and it's like Vrabel using Rossini as a mouthpiece. Like, dude, the whole thing is so freaking shady. And then Kraft getting involved trying to squash the story. Like, it reiterates why I did not root for the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and I was all about it. Sorry,
you were ridiculed. Yeah, you got ridiculed for that one, Tony. Let me say that. Let me reenact what I think the hotel scene would have been like with Rossini and Vrabel. So that it's the next morning, right? They've had this big romantic night, and the room's trashed. There's champagne bottles lying around. They ordered room service like 2 a.m. You know how it goes. And the room is totally disheveled. Vrabel's already showered. The girl's going in to get cleaned up and get a shower, and as she's going into the bathroom, this is how I see it unfolding. I don't know if any of this is true, but in my mind, this is what I see. So when she's going in there to take a shower, Vrabel's like, all right, I got to go. I got to practice. I got a team meeting, whatever. And on the way out, he's like, oh, by the way, Here's a scoop for you. Drake May has a gambling problem. Thanks. I'll see you later. And then he just leaves. So he like gives, it's like, not saying that she's like a call girl, but I'm suggesting that he would pay her off with like pieces of information. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's a scoop for you. Thanks for the good time. I got to go, Stacy. One of those.
How about the balls on those two people thinking that they wouldn't get caught? Or that somebody wouldn't see them.
I got news for everybody. Let me break this.
What are we doing, dude? Like, it's just the balls on both of them. Oh man.
I have a news flash for everybody watching or listening to the show tonight. This includes all of y'all, and includes me, and includes Tony.
Yeah.
If you decide you're going to cheat on your spouse, here's something to keep in mind. You will get caught. Okay,
yes,
you will get caught. You're not so slick. Hey, no one's gonna know. First of all, I would never cheat on anybody. I'm just not that guy. Like if I'm gonna be with somebody, I'm gonna be with somebody. I'm not that kind of dude. But the people that do that kind of stuff, you can't get away with that in 2026. It's just not gonna happen. Go ask Mikey Vrabel about it sometime. They probably thought they were totally secluded on their little lounge chairs and no one's gonna see us here. Wrong. I told Murph this in 2007. I go, Murph, great working with you. Just know this. Somebody is always rolling tape. I told him that a million times, and it's really true. It was true back then. It's more true today than ever when everyone's got a little Tarantino device in their pocket. Anybody can film anything. So
speaking of, by the way, have you started the second season of Beef yet?
I haven't yet. No, but I want to. Yeah.
Okay,
how is it?
Get in because it has to do with videotaping something, or not videotaping on the phone, of course, now recording something on the phone that probably shouldn't have been recorded. That's all I'm going to say.
Let me give you the show that I'm all wrapped up in now. We'll do a quick show, volley, and then we got to move on. I want to do your top three, and then I want to do a Dan Coach Emilio spot. Okay. Tony, the show that I am now binging on is called Your Friends and Neighbors. It's on.
Yeah, John Hamm. Hamm. Yeah.
Have you seen what he's doing on this show?
No, I have it bookmarked.
Okay, so check it out. Just give you the and I recommend it to everybody out there. It's a very, very good show. So John Hamm, aka Don Draper, plays a character where he's living in an extremely affluent suburb. I'm talking like, probably like living in Tiburon or something, like $20 million home, stuff like that. And he's this big Wall Street guy. He loses his job. And in order to maintain this lifestyle, he's got kids, he's got this wife, they have all these needs and high cost of living. He starts robbing houses. John Hamm starts robbing houses, and it gets so crazy. It goes off the rails. It's really, really good. Anyway, I'm watching. You're watching that too. Soccer Bowl. That a boy. I knew the Santa Cruz Mafia was in on that. And I do recommend, yes, Amanda Peet, 100%. Amanda Peet is John Hamm's wife on the show. It's really, really good.
How about the career he's red hot right now, John Hamm.
Yeah,
dude, I just rewatched Top Gun Maverick recently, and he's in that, of course.
He's a prick in that movie. He's really uncool to Tom Cruise.
Yeah. But he had to be. He had to be. Cruise needed to hear it, man. Cruise needed it. Or not Cruise, but Maverick needed to hear it. I'm
nowhere near the level of intensity for Top Gun that Tony has. Tony is like dead serious about TG.
Top Gun Maverick, I think, is better than the first Top Gun.
I do too. I do too. It is. It's actually a really good movie. And the girl, forgive me, I forget her name, but
Jennifer something.
The young lady, the girl, one of the female leads in the movie is
the bartender.
No. That's Jennifer.
No, you're thinking of Monica. She's from Mill Valley.
Yes, she went to Tam High, and she was in the Bob Dylan movie. She played Joan Baez.
Correct.
And she was excellent in that movie. I mean, her Joan Baez role was outstanding.
Hey, Paulie, speaking of Mill Valley, by the way, I just went over to Instagram Live just to say hello to everybody on Instagram Live. Yeah. Thank you for checking in on Instagram Live. Also at Polymax Particles on YouTube. Please visit our channel and like and subscribe while you're there. We also have the audio versions of the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But also, Paulie, just a couple of the names that I saw real quick.
Yeah.
Bobby Mack, Bobby Marcucci, the drummer of Paulie Mack and Friends, checking us out on Instagram Live. What's up, Bobby Mack? And not Brian Murphy, but Rory Murphy, checking out the show on Instagram, dude. We saw Rory at Long Bridge Pizza before the Bruce Springsteen show. Rory checking out the show.
Hey,
What's up,
Rory, great.
Tell your dad what's up. Show him the great show that's happening on Instagram Live. Dude.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Rory's going to have zero success getting his old man away from a Giants-Dodger game. That ain't happening. Murph is right in front of it. I know exactly what Murph is doing right now. He's yelling at the TV set, guaranteed.
With a notepad for sure, taking notes.
Arrows up, arrows down, and smiley faces. Brian Murphy used to take notes. He would
with the Adam Clayton glasses for sure.
I support the Adam Claytons. I do. That was a pretty stylish look for Murph.
Yeah.
Rory, I want to tell you, Rory, it was great seeing you before the Bruce show last week. You've grown up so much. You're a handsome kid, and I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed your first Bruce show. It was you know who I heard from today, actually, on that note? Our friend Vicky from Metallica, who got us all into the shows last summer. She texted me today, and she was like, I don't know about you, but I'm still floored from that Bruce show last week because Vicky loves Springsteen like we do, and she was just raving about it. And she's seen her fair share of good shows in her time with Metallica, but she was floored by Bruce as well. Just wanted to pass that along.
Oh, dude, I still, like we were talking about on Monday, still riding the afterglow of the Bruce Springsteen show. One of the greatest live acts you'll ever see. So if you ever get a chance to go to this tour, or when they tour again, just do it. Paulie, a couple of supers. I feel honored. I feel like my duty to get the supers up here. Red Jet Shell saying beat the Smurfs.
That's right,
love
girl.
Love it. I love it. Thank you, Red Jet Shell. You rock. Thank you for the super. And yes, beat the frickin' Smurfs. Let's go. Patty from Napa, she says, I emailed and texted the Biscuit Lady. Hope you can pull it up. I did. I have it. We'll show it before the end of the show. This is the Biscuit Lady is the Taste of the Biscuit Lady that did the song with her husband inside that like Ross Dress for Less or whatever. It was like a secondhand store. And then Patty contacted the Biscuit Lady, and she did a video for us on Cameo, and she talks directly to Rags.
Okay.
In a very seductive tone and manner as
Tony,
well.
look at the comments line real quick. Look what Scarlet Fire posted, because you were just talking about this yesterday. Do you see what you posted?
Let me see. Oh, yeah. The 1, 2, 3, 4.
I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. After every song, screaming. Yeah. Tony loves that. I love that too. Yeah. Or how about just a good old fashioned "Come on, Steve"? Like when he's in the middle of a song, "Come on, Steve." You give me like a dozen "Come on, Steves" at every show.
And you know what, Tom Morello, you just might want to become a full-time member of the band. I mean, you might just want to.
I don't know if you know this or not, Tony, but Tom Morello actually canceled a tour that he was going to do this Springsteen tour. He was about to do an acoustic tour, and he pulled the plug. He was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going with Bruce. Yeah. So
I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised because Morello, his respect and admiration for Springsteen is through the roof. And so thank you, Tom, for canceling that tour because you
totally
freaking blasted off on Monday night at Chase Center. And if you ever get a chance, everybody go watch videos of Tom Morello and his son jamming together.
His son's a beast. His son's a freaking beast.
Badass.
Yeah. His son plays like Randy Rhoads stuff and everything.
Yeah. Very talented. Very talented.
I'm sorry.
Go. Come on.
Well, I was going to say, are you still going through supers?
Yeah, but go. We can interject. We're good.
Well, no, because I was about to segue into a very talented gentleman that you and I know, Dan Coach Emilio, but I can
hold on. TiVo pause.
Yeah.
Here we go. Patty from Napa. I did Patty from Napa. Miriam is also a super again, and she says Shohei should be a character in The Sopranos 2.0. Hell yeah.
Can I say this, Miriam? If he is, and I'm fine with that, but can he be a character that Christopher Moltisanti whacks? You know what I mean? Can we have Moltisanti like chopping him up in a bathtub like they did with Ralphie? Dude, they had to chop up Ralphie's body. Remember they had his head in a bowling bag ball, dude. His head was in a bowling bag ball. Anyway, maybe we could do that to Shohei in our reboot of The Sopranos. Yeah.
Paulie, at the very least, and if you just give me a moment here, stand by. At the very least, the pinata should be on Sopranos 2.0.
VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP.
Oh, I love it, Paulie. So there you go. So the pinata, the Shohei, there it is, the Shohei Ohtani pinata. Thank you, Soccer Bowl. Thank you, David Shanklin, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. Thank you so much for that pinata. I just wanted to give everybody a little remembrance, a little reminder of us taking down the Shohei pinata.
I'm getting a lot of snaps and crackles out of you tonight, unfortunately, audio-wise, and even that video was a little sketchy. It hasn't been like this in a while, but I'm just alerting you. Stuff is a little sketchy tonight when you're coming up with the videos. Just FYI. So
okay,
proceed with caution. Hey, speaking of proceeding with caution, you do that before you call Dan Coach Emilio at securemoney.com, Tony. You know it and I know it. So let's talk about Dan Coach Emilio. We love Dan. I told you earlier today, and I'm not kidding about this. Follow Dan on Twitter if you want to be extremely entertained with his Giants takes. First of all, the guy knows ball inside and out. He ain't no joke. He loves baseball. He's been a Giant fan for 40, 50 years. And he has been posting daily about Devers, and I'm talking daily. Tony,
I'm here, brother.
What are we looking at here? It says blank screen.
I'm trying to remove the video, and it's yeah. So.
Yeah, we got problems tonight. I don't know what's going on, but it's been a little herky jerky. But anyway, Dan Coach Emilio. Yeah, Dan Coach Emilio, securemoney.com. Listen, you guys, when you need the financial advisor, when it's time for that in your life, and I think we're all probably, around that point, more or less, you got to go talk to a guy like Dan Coach Emilio who has the knowledge to make your money grow and protect the money that you already have. The money that you've earned, the money that you work so hard for. You don't want to let it just evaporate through, taxes that you might not even need to be paying. So talk to Dan Coach Emilio about your financial future. He's got 30 years in the business. He is dedicated to providing his clients with honest service, honest results, and practical solutions.
Sorry, Pete, go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. The focus of Dan's work at securemoney.com, like I said, the two-word approach: safety and protection. Again, he's committed and he's got the expertise to make sure that you never lose the money that you have. That's a big problem. People get money and the next thing you know, it starts evaporating because of additional cost. Dan's going to protect that money. He's also going to assist you and make sure that you can grow your money with all the given opportunities he has access to. He's also going to work with you. Dan Coach Emilio will work with you so you can maximize your income. And again, this is huge. Paying fewer taxes. That's what people like Dan do. They can look at the entire, tax procedure and say well, you don't need to do this. You don't need to file here. We can save this. We can write this off. And he's got all that kind of expertise and he can share that with you. And then when it comes to the big bucket list things you have to take care of as an adult, he can do it across the board. Tony, I'm talking about retirement planning. I'm talking about life insurance. I'm talking about ERA planning. Excuse me, ERA. Yeah, he's going to get your ERA down to the twos. He's really good with that. I'm kidding. IRA planning, estate planning, and then 401k rollover. He can do all that. And then finally, Tony, I'll say this about Dan. He has access to really great guaranteed options. For example, 7% on 2-year terms, only 8% on 5-year terms. You're not going to get a better deal than that. 8% on 5-year terms. Not bad, but that's what Dan has at his disposal, and he's ready to share it with you. All you need to do is reach out and have that initial conversation with Dan. The guy's super cool. You had him on the show last week, right? When I was gone talking ball.
He was freaking great, Paulie. Dan was great, and we want to have him on again and again because I love
me too
ball with Dan.
Call him today, 1-888-960-SAFE, 1-888-960-7233. I got to do that again because I screwed it up. Sorry. 1-888-960-7233. Or you can visit his website, which is securemoney.com. Finally, Tony, email Dan, which is dan@securemoney.com. Thank you, Dan, for all you do. Yes, Tony.
Hey, Paulie, yes, and this bud's for you. Thanks you for all you do, Dan. But in all seriousness, thank you, Dan, for being a partner and for being a brother of ours and for being a baseball freaking lifer, man, and for taking time out to join our show the few times that we've asked him recently. Paulie, I just wanted to reset real quick. We're top 9, no outs, Ryan Walker on the bump. Here we go. Top 9, 3-0. Ryan Walker on the bump, and Freddie Freeman up at the plate. And I think he has 2 hits tonight. So it's not going to be easy for Walker, but Walker looked great last night.
He got it done last night. I was just going to say, yeah.
He looked really good last night. And so let's see if he picks up where he left off. And so for 1-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Here we go, Paulie. Top 9. Let's go.
Tony, you know what else we're going to say right now is get the open ready because I'm steering it right into it. I want the new top 3. It's been weeks. It feels like it's been weeks. And I will no longer tolerate this kind of prejudice against Tony's top 3. Today's the day we break the door down. Give it to me.
Here we go. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Tony's top
Okay.
3.
No?
No, yes.
Tony's top 3.
Here we go.
Tony's top 3.
Woo. Nice and smooth with the Ducks. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Feeding the ducks, Paulie. Feeding the ducks. It's been a while since we've fed.
I know.
the ducks.
I miss it, man.
It's been a while since we had a night flight, so it's so good to be back on the night flight, man. It's always a perfect, Wednesday being hump day. I feel like we're officially getting over the hump with the night flight. So, Paulie, Tony's top 3. Welcome back. I know Rags loves us top 3, and we've got a fly out for Freddie Freeman, 1 out, top 9. Paulie, NFL draft tomorrow. We opened the show talking about how we both kind of aren't draft heads. We're not big draft people,
right?
And how the draft has become this crazy event where people get hyped about
Well,
it.
it's another vehicle for the NFL to make a ton of money too. I mean, you have fans now traveling from all over the country to be present for these things. They turned it into a huge event. So yeah, I mean, it's not my thing necessarily. Again, I like it when the players have been drafted. Then we can actually start having real conversations about what each person can do for their given team. But the build up to the actual draft, I usually stand back and as Bob Dylan would say, I stand back and watch the river flow. You know what I mean?
Totally. I don't need to know about Buck Owen Coulter of Northern Arizona. I just made that player up.
I like it. Sounds like a baller. You know? Yeah. He sounds like a defensive tackle. Bring him up. Yeah.
Buck Owen Coulter of Northern Arizona. I just don't. And a lot of the draft picks don't ever pan out. And it's just okay, whatever. It's a lot of hyper. And the mock drafts and the Mel Kiper Juniors and okay, sure. What I like about Pecan, who we're having on tomorrow, Patrick Connor, he doesn't believe in mock drafts. He's not a mock drafter. He will just tell you who he likes, and what players he likes. And that's what we want to hear. That's basically what we want to hear. So looking forward for Patrick on tomorrow at 12:30 during the show. But back to the draft. Paulie, would you ever go to an NFL draft? Is my question number 1 in Tony's top 3. Would you ever go to an NFL draft? I'll give you my answer after yours. But
okay, it's a good question. No, it's a good question. And most, 90% of the sports talkers in America will be like, yeah, dude, let's go. Let's freaking go. I'll pass on that. I'll tell you what. So I'd rather not go be a part of that madhouse. But if we ever were sent there, if the Bay Area Sports Collective was like, hey, I need you at the draft, I would go do it. I would go cover it and do shows and all that. But sure. I'd prefer to stay well clear of that kind of stampede. It's just not my cup of tea. If they told me to go, I would go. But on my own dime and getting hotel rooms and dealing with all those drunks and everything, I'm going to say no, not for me.
Maybe we hope the collective sends us one year to cover the draft, because I think we would cover it in our style,
That's
walking
true.
up to people.
That's true.
Walking
Hey,
up
what are you
to
listening to? Be like, hey, you guys like Zeppelin? Just asking college kids, what's your favorite Zeppelin album, man? You got to be like, who? What do you mean?
No.
Yeah.
Or, what are you doing here? How much money did you spend to get here?
Yeah. Dude, how about this? We just dropped this on some dudes. How much you bench?
Yeah.
How much you squat? What are you doing? You benching? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, same, man. Although I love Patty from Napa on the comment line. She says she would go if the draft was at Candlestick. Yes.
Oh, Patty, you and me both. You throw it at Candlestick Park. What used to be Candlestick Park. Yes, I'll show up for that 100%.
And by the way, congratulations to everybody. The Giants have wrapped up the W. The Giants have just shut out the Dodgers. How about the fact that the Dodgers are 1 run in 18 innings against the Giants so far in these 2 games?
It's flipping beautiful is what it is. It's flip. And we got Webby going tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Webby?
Webb versus Glasnow. Yeah, 12:45 first pitch.
Webby, give me the sweep. Give me the sweep, 6-2. Let's go, 6-2. I'm talking to you, buddy. I want the sweep. He's the right guy to finish this thing off.
And he's been a little bit off so far.
I know. World Baseball Classic? Fatigue? I don't know. I'm asking.
I was having that conversation with my dad.
Ryan Vogelsong got that in my head years ago, and it never left. He goes, dude, that messed me up at the beginning of the season. And that year, which I think was 20, let me think about that. I think it was 2013 that Vogie had a tough time for the first few months of that season. And he said in aftermath, it was a World Baseball Classic. So I'm just saying, maybe.
I mean, they competed in that tournament like it was
They were playing hard. Yeah.
postseason baseball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love it. I do love the tournament. So I can't go back on that because I did profess my love for it on the show. But I do think there is a hangover, definite hangover for the World Baseball Classic. And speaking of hangovers, we're going to get back to top 3 in a second, dude.
Okay.
But how about your freaking Mets, dude? Well, did they win today? I didn't even check.
I hope not. Stand by. I'll find out. I don't want them to win. I want this to keep going. Keep
Dude,
losing.
people were burning sage outside the Mets stadium.
Did you see this, dude? Hold on. Did you see my boy? Stand by. I got to do this on my phone. I don't know how else to. Wait, let me just bring this up. Hold on. Have you seen
By
this?
the way, we should do a wellness check on Rags' wife. Isn't she a big Mets fan?
Yeah. Dude, have you seen this cat right here?
Go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, the Mets did win today. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, that sucks. That's
Big
too bad.
Alan Pico says they won. But Paulie, I saw a great tweet today that says maybe the Mets should just think about bringing back cocaine.
Oh, like in the with the 80s. Well, hey, listen, they won a World Series on the stuff. You know what I mean? Like we had a Cy Young pitcher, we had a freaking home run hitter in Strawberry. Yeah, that '86 team. They really were like Led Zeppelin. They used to trash hotels and stuff. That was a rowdy bunch of dudes.
But I love it, man. Burning sage outside the stadium, dude,
Hey,
for the Mets. That is
Tony,
so
I have
good.
an update real quick. Let me wave my wand real quick. I teased this at the beginning of the show, and I just got confirmation. I'm pulling a bunch of levers here. Stand by, creative. Tony, here we go. I'm doing this right now. Check it out. I have confirmation. Peter Hartlob joins us next Tuesday, Tony. Next Tuesday. The great Peter Hartlob, who I'm a massive fan of. I think most people love Peter Hartlob. He's just a great writer with the Chronicle, and he writes about all kinds of cool stuff. But you know who he's a big fan of, dude? And I got to talk to him about this. He's a big Rush fan. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
And we need to tell Hartlob we interviewed Lauren Gold. He'll flip out. He's going to love that, man.
Also, if you missed the interview with Lauren Gold, go back to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. You can watch it for yourself. And it's also on the Cron 4 Plus app on demand. You can scroll and find our shows on the Cron 4 Plus app. So, yes. And by the way, reminder of when we had Hartlob on last time, we ended up talking about Evel Knievel at the Cow Palace.
Getting his ass kicked by the Hells Angels.
Getting his ass kicked by the Hells Angels.
That's a true story. When he landed, when he jumped the barrels or whatever, he came down and he slid into some angels or something, and the angels just started beating his ass at the Cow Palace, dude. At the flipping cow. It's a true story. Google it, folks. Google it if you don't believe me. That's the way we used to roll in the Bay in the early 70s. You got angels beating up Evel Knievel. True story.
And Hartlob, I couldn't, like, a huge fan of his work and of him as a person. He's just a great dude. We talked about him coaching 6th grade girls hoops as well. Like, that's why we had him on in the first place, because of his article about 6th grade girls hoops.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can talk to him about the Balboa Theater. We can talk to him about anything Bay Area related, man. And he'll have something to say about it. But Paulie, moving on in Tony's top 3, we're both anti-draft. We're both not going to go to the draft unless it's at Candlestick in the parking lot. Okay, that would be
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
okay.
enough. Yep.
Number 2 in Tony's top 3. As the Giants take a commanding 2-0 lead in the series with the Dodgers and going for the sweep tomorrow, the guaranteed season win. I mean, a series win. This year's team or any team. Okay. Any team. Oh, and you know what, Paulie? Take a real quick. Rest in peace, Davey Lopes, who passed away last week.
We never forgot to mention that. Yeah, rest in peace, Davey Lopes, who always reminded me, by the way, and once I say this, I think you're going to see it too, with respect, because I'm a fan. I always thought Davey Lopes reminded me of Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Like they had the same mustache. I'm telling you, the face, take a look. Let's go do a side by side. Of a young Cheech and a young Davey Lopes. I'm telling you, there's something there. But rest in peace, Davey Lopes. He was part of those 70s 70s Dodgers teams that went to the World Series. He got a ring in 81 when they beat the Yankees. So, yeah, great player. Davey Lopes is a great player. Yeah.
And, Paulie, I'm going to slap myself because I need you to remind me to get back to the Supers after Tony's top 3, okay? Can I? I'm gonna,
yeah.
Okay, there we go. I slap myself. Remind me to get back to the Supers right after Tony's top 3. But number 2 on the top 3, do you have a most hated Dodger of all time, including this year's team? Do you have a most hated Dodger?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I do. Yeah. I really don't like Shohei Ohtani at all. Like we've already talked about this, and we'll continue to. Like I'm glad, and Is he going to get the L? Did he give up the home run?
No, he did not give up the home run.
Damn it.
No, so he gets the no decision. It was 0-0 when he came in.
I'd love to hang an L on his ass. I really would. We'll get him later. Yep. I'm going to say, though, all that being considered, I wasn't a big Yasiel Puig fan. I don't think anybody around here was. But the guy who I'm thinking of his face in my head and my blood starts to boil. I hated him then. I hate him now.
Yeah.
I hate when I have to see him. I hate reading his name. Ladies and gentlemen, your first baseman, Steve Garvey.
Ooh.
Hate him.
Okay.
Hate his guts. Hate him today. I hate him today. I don't wish ill on him. I don't want him to get hurt or get cancer or anything, but I hate that freaking guy. And he tormented us in the 70s, dude. He was, it was so hard to deal with him in the Dodgers, but that's my guy. Garvey, public enemy number one.
Yeah, and you're getting some love on that too. It's Stinking Badger says Garvey.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Yes.
Dude, Scarlet Fire says she hates Steve Garvey with a white hot passion that will never die.
Just the way he used to walk and everything. He's like this little kind of Captain America guy. I was like, you know what, dude, you're a jackhole. I used to see him and I'm like, I don't like this guy. I would tell my dad, I'm like, hey, Dad, see that guy right there? Yeah, I don't like him. Complaining to my dad about him. Yeah.
I'm going to just give you two quick names, man. I'm going to go to this day, same thing. If I ever see him, and when unfortunately, he wore the orange and black, dude. Oral Hershiser, I just cannot stand.
My name's Oral, by the way.
Oral.
Yeah, Oral.
Yeah. I just never, and I still can't believe he was a Giant.
He pitched opening day at Candlestick Park one year. I still can't wrap my head around that, but it happened.
Same.
Yeah.
And then, dude, the freaking bearded butterball Max Muncy, man.
Great call. What a tool, dude. What a flipping tool Max Muncy is. He's another guy I don't like looking at. I don't like seeing him.
Dude, I got no love for Muncy. And the guy is a talented hitter. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good hitter. No love for Muncy, though. None. So those are my two, man. That there's a bigger list. And Ohtani, too. I like Ohtani, too, because the shady factor that, something's going to come out someday. Just someday something will come out. That's all.
By the way, Rags dropping a good one, too. Same period. Rags says, how about Ron Say, dude?
The penguin. The freaking penguin.
Yeah.
Steve Sachs, man.
Sachs, Bill Russell. You know what I mean? No, Bill Russell. He was their shortstop. You remember Bill Russell?
I know, but I was thinking, I remember Pedro Guerrero. And I did like Fernando Valenzuela, though. I did like Fernando, the lefty breathing.
It's hard not to like Fernando. I mean, what's there to dislike about that dude? And if you missed it, that was just a moment in baseball that's hard to compare to anything else. He turned baseball on its head in 80. I'm trying to remember when he took off. I think it was 81, 82, early 80s. He dominated, and it was really quite a moment in baseball. And it was great for all the Mexican-American fans in Los Angeles. They finally had their own hero on the mound. So when he would pitch, people would be waving the Mexican flag. It was mayhem down there. And it was just a nice moment in baseball. So yeah, I got no problem with Fernando. None.
Yeah, same, man. So, oh my God, Scarlet Fire.
What?
Kike Hernandez.
Great one. Great. They're all a bunch of tools, man.
You remember when he went out of his way to drop the F-bomb on live TV last year? Do you remember that?
Guy's a dick. Oh, you're so cool. Ooh, dropping the guy's a total dick. I wanted to say one other thing about Shady Shohei. How about this jackass last night complaining about Lucille?
Oh, I know.
Is that really where we're going now?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a mascot, man. It's a freaking mascot.
Credit to Lucille for getting in his dome.
Hey, Lucille, if this video ever works its way into your office, I don't know who's under the mask. I have no idea who it is. Do it again. Lucille, do it again. Yep. I got your back 1,000,000%. Do it again. But you saw the exchange last night where he was like, hey, whoa. He's like, you know what, dude? Why don't you shut your mouth?
How about just have some fun?
I'm getting pissed. Huh?
How about have some fun? Have some fun? What a concept! Having some fun.
He's in the bat. He's in the freaking on deck circle. He's not taking in that bat. He's standing there.
Dude, and also, do you remember last year when we started the whole movement to just plunk Shohei first pitch of the game?
What do you mean? Last year, I was saying that to Dom yesterday. But last night, Dom and I had a text going, and Dom was like, "It's time to drill Shohei." I said 100%, and I want Webby to do it. I really do. Webby's kind of become he's like a diplomat now representing the Giants, like with the World Baseball Classic. So he's got friends on all these teams and stuff. So I don't know if he ever would do that, but I would love it if Webb just put one in his hip. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right on the ass, right on the glute, something like that, where you can just kind of.
I like this right in the ribs for me, right in the ribs.
Okay.
Just, just right there. Just
yeah.
A little rib
you ever
shot.
get punked when you were playing? You ever get drilled?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. It's hard to tell.
You go, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, it sucks, man.
Yeah.
And like I'm coaching these kids now, and they're all afraid of the ball. They're 11 and 12 years old. And I was afraid of the ball at that age, but you try to tell them that it's not a big deal to get hit, but I'm literally lying to them because it's
you have to. What are you going to say, guys? When you get hit, it's going to hurt like hell. I mean, you can't say that. You know what I mean? I got hit, Rags. You'll love this. Here's a true Little League story. When I was playing Little League in Jersey, I got hit by a pitch by probably the best athlete in our high school. This kid, Dave Bowerbank, drilled me, and he drilled me. I was taking my at bat. He drilled me on the arm. And I remember when I got to first base, I looked at my arm, Tony, and I could see the seams of the ball in my arm. I'm like, damn. I mean, and he was only like 13, but he freaking smoked my ass, and it really hurt. Yeah.
No, that's great. And Pine Needle, I needed to hear this from somebody, and Pine Needle speaking the truth, speaking to knowledge. He says, trust me, Webby has not gotten soft because he played in the World Baseball Classic. He said he's a red ass with red hair, and he is more fired up. So let's go. Hey, this is a great opportunity for Logan Webb at home, day baseball, going for the sweep, man. I love it, dude. I'm very excited for tomorrow's baseball game tomorrow. And I just reiterated that it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it was on that. There was one too many tomorrows on that one. But while you did it, why not shout out my favorite tomorrow songs? Here they come. 1, Beatles, Tomorrow Never Knows. 2,
you stole mine, damn it.
2, Sabbath, Tomorrow's Dream. Tony, you're up. Go ahead.
Tomorrow People, Ziggy Marley.
Okay, you know what? I got no problem with Tomorrow People. Tomorrow People, where is your past? I've seen Ziggy a few times. I endorse him.
You say today,
where is your past?
Yeah,
I got
tomorrow, then you're gone.
I got no problem with him. No problem with Zig.
With Ziggy, I've seen Ziggy live, man.
So have I.
He opened the show with a Natural Mystic that was gorgeous, man. It was one of my favorite Bob Marley tunes, and he opened the show. It was incredible. It was so good.
Stevie B, sorry, Tony. This doesn't happen very often. I got to embrace the moment. Stevie B, I already love you. Now it's just gone up to a whole nother level. You're dropping Kinks references on me. You're a friend of mine, Holmes. He goes, the Kinks, this time tomorrow.
Nice.
Beautiful. Stevie B, I'm impressed. I really am. I'm impressed. And keep listening to the Kinks. You got a friend in Rags, too. Rags love the Kinks. Are we still in the top 3, by the way?
Yeah, we are. This happens every top 3. We have a structure of a top 3, but we meander, and that's okay. Again, not all those who wander are lost, Paulie. So let's go back to top 3. Number 3. We'll just since we're talking music, Ziggy Marley was the most recent subject.
Yeah.
Number 3, because I think this was based on a conversation with Corinne, Paulie.
Yeah.
But give me an artist that you never got to see live that you would wish you could go back and see live.
Yeah, this is 100% the conversation we were having with Corinne and her great friend Pam from a couple of nights ago at Long Bridge Pizza for the 420 party, because I love hanging out with Corinne because I ask her all these rock and roll questions. Yeah. She was around in San Francisco like in the 60s. So she says stuff like this to me very casually. She'd be like, yeah, I saw Jimi Hendrix at the Fillmore when I was 14. I'm like, God, Jesus. Because to me, and then I wind up asking her a million questions. Then she dropped this on me too. She was like, yeah, Pam and I went up to Mount Tam. We saw the Doors up there, Jim Morrison, and stuff like this. I was like, God, man. So for me, you're asking me which artist would I have liked if I could pick one from the past that I never saw?
Yeah. What band or what artist yeah.
It's neck and neck. But right now, tonight, I'll say this is an obvious one, but I really wouldn't have done anything to have seen him. I got to say Led Zeppelin would be anybody I've ever talked to who've seen Led Zeppelin is always like, oh my God, yeah, dude, believe everything you heard. It was incredible. They used to play 4-hour gigs. and I love them. I listen to Zeppelin still all the time. So
Yeah.
I would say probably Led Zeppelin with Jimi Hendrix bringing up right behind him. But tonight it's Zeppelin. How about you? Same question.
Yeah, see, there's.
You could say Black Sabbath, original Black Sabbath, like in the 70s. How about that? That would have been insane.
But I ended up seeing original Black Sabbath with you in 2000. So that, like.
Good call. No, it's true. Yeah.
So that was an incredible night of music. But I think I would probably have to go original, not Syd Barrett days, but the original 4-pack in the Wish You Were Here era of Pink Floyd would be my number one. To see them in the 70s. Wish You Were Here era, Dark Side of the Moon era, that era of Pink Floyd, I would do anything to see, like our harmonious Roger Waters and David Gilmour, not a disgruntled. And then Bob Marley is my second one. When I see live footage of Marley and the whole scene on stage with Sidell and Marley and the I3s as the backup singers, and you got Aston Family Man Barrett on bass, and you've got the days with Peter Tosh and the Wailers. Like, it just looked like a collective vibe at the show that I've always wanted. I wish I could go back and see.
With which one, Tony?
Bob Marley.
Why would he not be number one? I'm just curious. Why? I'm actually a little surprised.
Because Pink Floyd, that's why I had such a hard time saying, picking.
It's like me with Hendrix and Zeppelin. Yeah.
Because Pink Floyd, I can't even put Pink Floyd into a genre, and then to see that music played live, dude. Seeing Les Claypool and the Fearless Flying Frog Brigade played the Animals album live, was so powerful.
I saw that a couple of years ago. It's insane. It's almost too much.
It's almost too much to see that music played live. So I couldn't imagine what it would be like to see the original 4 members playing, like, on the Wish You Were Here tour, like that's crazy stuff. So
how about this, Tony, real quick, from Pine Needle just elevated his mystique to a whole new place, because now Pine Needle, watch out. Now that you revealed this, next time I see you and I are going to break off. I got about 1,000 questions. Be ready, because I'm coming at you. Pine Needle just said, I saw Zeppelin with my dad in Germany a month before John Bonham died. That's effing insane, man. Those are the last shows they ever did. And if there's any really super hardcore Zeppelin fans out there, I'm just going to pass this along in case you didn't know this. That I know exactly what you're talking about, Pine Needle. So, Tony, they released In Through the Outdoor. They did a quick tour of Europe, and that's where Pine Needle must have seen them. They announced an entire American tour. They had like 6 nights at Madison Square Garden. Tickets were on sale, and then Bonham died, and the whole tour got canceled. But those shows, Pine Needle, are all, you should look on YouTube. I bet you can find a soundboard. There are so many killer soundboard recordings of that last Zeppelin tour. I know exactly the shows you're talking about. You should look for the one you were at on YouTube. You might be able to find it. Give it a poke around. You might be able to catch that one.
Oh man, could you imagine being at that show? That's ridiculous. That's just.
And you know what they opened the show with? And I know this because I'm a freak and I've been listening to a lot of Zeppelin, especially those 80 shows. They opened their show in 80 with Train Kept a Rollin'.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I was just listening to that song the other day.
Train Kept a Rollin'.
Aerosmith.
Oh, not long. Okay, Tony, final moments. I want to wrap this up, and I want to say real quick, because you got something else. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. I'm slapping you now, Paulie, because you didn't remind me to go to the Supers. So I'm taking over the show, and I'm going Supers. That wraps up Tony's top 3, by the way. Thanks, everybody, for playing.
Well, I do have an announcement. I have an announcement I have to make, but we also never got to the Miriam video either.
I know. I'm a little nervous to play a video right now.
All right, I'll tell you what. Are you going to be at the Longbridge studio tomorrow?
Yes.
Good. Let's save it. Miriam, is that cool with you? Because it has been dicey tonight. I'd rather it play clean than do like a choppy version where we can't hear anything, because the cuts Tony has played tonight have been kind of messed up. So the mothership at Longbridge, I think, will accommodate it. So are you cool with that, Miriam? Can we pause that for tonight and play it tomorrow? But let's not forget, please make a note.
Yes, absolutely. And I will, Miriam, I'll play it for you, and then I will cut it up and I will email it to you as well.
I'm going to write Biscuit Lady too, so I don't forget.
I've got it on my list.
Okay.
But back to the Supers real quick. And Miriam, thank you for the super.
Yeah, thanks, Miriam. You know what I want, Miriam? Sorry, Tony, I'm sorry. I know I talked over you. I do apologize. I wanted to say to Miriam, your friend with the Megadeth shirt I forget her name, but she's a sweetheart too. And Miriam says that's cool. Thank you. What is your friends with the Megadeth shirt? What's her name again? Because she needs to meet Rags. It was just a thought I had. Rags and your friend need to meet. Anyway, Tony, go ahead. Biscuit Lady for Thursday. Yes.
Biscuit Lady for Thursday.
Okay.
What is it? Charles Jefferson and Little Brother, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Right.
No, I don't have anything, but let you know as soon as they come in. Charles Jefferson and Little Brother.
Charles Jefferson and Little Brother.
How about what he does? He goes like this. He's writing notes and he goes, "Is that your little brother? He's a good-looking kid."
Good-looking kid.
Yeah. He's a good-looking kid.
I'm thinking about taking my little brother. Oh, dude. How about Forrest Whitaker? Like,
he says it like he's pissed. I'm thinking about taking my little brother. He's like, it's like a threat. Yeah. I'm thinking about taking my little brother. Yeah.
Oh man, so good, so freaking good. And then, dude, the footage of Forrest Whitaker or Charles Jefferson in the football helmet, losing his mind and just crushing people. Oh, that's another number 33 we didn't talk about. It was Charles Jefferson when we did numerology for 303. He's number 33 in Fast Times.
Great 33s: Roger Craig, Tony Dorsett, Charles Jefferson.
Exactly.
Okay.
And quick numerology. I'm going to do this for you really quick, Paulie. Episode 306 tonight, episode 306 on April 22nd, 2026. I'm going to go back. Number 36 for the red and gold, Paul freaking Hofer.
Wow. Good for you. Well, you could also go 36, Chicken Dance all the way, Merton Hanks.
You could do Chicken Dance. You could.
Or I could just focus, Tony, on the 6. Shout out Nikki 6.
The number of the beast.
Well, 666. You got to have 3 of them. Yeah. And Nikki 6, that's SIXX. And then, of course, our great first baseman, JT Snow, number 6.
Woe to you, O earth and sea.
His number is 666.
For the devil has the beast with wrath because he knows the time is short.
Hey, speaking of dude, the time is short. The time is short. Hey,
let
Tony,
him who have understanding reckon the number of the beast.
Hey, while we're talking music, I wanted to throw this out to the group real quick because I want to do this announcement. Then I want to do a long break spot, and then we can wrap it up. But real quick, sometimes, I got to stop looking at the comment line. Rags just dropped the number 6, Bubby Brister, dude. Bubby. Okay. Have you ever met a Bubby? I haven't. I've never met a Bubby, but number 6, Bubby Brister. Nice, Rags. Rags, Kirsten. That's her name. Kirsten with the Megadeth shirt. You guys should meet.
Right on.
Okay, Tony. The announcement. So this Friday,
and I got to get back to Supers.
Let's finish the Supers. I'm sorry, I thought you were done. I thought you were finished.
No, dude, buckle
Slap
up.
me again.
Buddy.
Slap me twice.
Yeah, buckle up.
And another one. Thank you.
Go. Buckle up because we have the greatest crowd and the greatest audience on YouTube and on social media. So thank you all. The PNP Familia rocks, and I'm going to get back to the Super standby. Paulie, it starts with. Oh man, we did the Miriam Shohei. So this is Escobar Cheeks. He says hashtag small ball, hashtag create chaos, hashtag FJD Shohei, hashtag F the Doyers, hashtag test that bitch, hashtag fire Manfred, hashtag bombs away. Paulie, I do a bid for you. Don't worry about it.
I got it. And I'll tell you the truth, Escobar, if I should ever find myself in that kind of trouble, I'm going to need the help of guys like you watching my back when I go to the big house. Believe me, I'm not cut out for the showers. You know what I mean? I'm not cut out for dude, that's not for me. You know what I mean? So thank you, Escobar. I appreciate that, man. I do. If I ever go to jail, I got to get hooked up with the right network. I've seen enough movies. I know you got to have protection in there. So I need, I'm going to need Escobar's contacts if I ever get sent away. But thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
And Escobar, I love when you do hashtag small ball and hashtag create chaos and the Vitella era.
And Fire Manfred too. Fire Manfred.
Well, but also the Vitella era embracing small ball and creating chaos tonight made just, okay, I'm in. Tony V, I'm in. Let's go. I'm in. I am that got me very excited, Paulie. Steve Groschel is a super. Our man Groschel, thank you for the super, Steve. Vrabel paying her off like Costanza saying, "I'm giving you a raise" when working for the Yankees and his assistant. If you know, And
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's when they were doing the naughty thing. They were getting their hanky panky on. Yeah. I'm giving you a raise. He like screams it, dude. He screams it. And then how about like when he gets called into his boss's office, he goes, George, it's come to my attention that you engaged in a sexual relationship with the cleaning lady. And then George goes like this. George is like, was that wrong? Was that wrong? He goes, because if I had known that was frowned upon, I mean, I never would have done it if that was frowned upon. Okay.
Dude, I'm such.
Was that wrong?
Yeah. I have a problem with Seinfeld. I end up watching a bit of a Seinfeld episode every night.
I kind of do too. And they're out there. I think KTVU shows it at like midnight or
but on Netflix. The whole catalog is on Netflix. So
I know it's out there. I've seen.
I'll fall asleep to it, Paulie. And if I can't, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep, I'll just put it on and just listen.
Yeah.
And
Grosh is with me 100%. Was that wrong? Was that wrong? Is that frowned upon? Yeah. I'm giving you a raise. Like in the middle of the act. It's insane. Thank you, Grosh. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Grosh. And then, hold on. We've got more Escobar Cheeks the third. Another super.
Okay, Cheeks is flying tonight. Okay.
Here we go. Hashtag smash the like button. Hashtag feed the algorithm.
Yeah,
hashtag
man.
Be meat curious. Hashtag pressing buttons. Hashtag second super. Hashtag roadcaster gets the office space treatment. Hashtag free the thumb drive. Hashtag no butt stuff. Okay.
I got news for you. This last something, I just got an idea. I'm going to write this down and save this, but give me a second here because I don't want you to think I'm distracted or I'm not paying attention.
No, come on.
Cheeks, you just gave me a great idea for the PMP Awards at the end of the year. Let me write this down before I forget. PMP Awards 26. Stand by.
Too. Yeah, there you go.
And it's going to be for this category. I just invented a new category. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but this is going to be good when the time comes. And thank you, Cheeks, dude. Thank you, Cheeks, for all you do.
The Meat Curious Award.
I can't reveal anything beyond my initial reaction, Tony. Okay. Not at this juncture. I'm sorry.
Escobar, you freaking rock. And I look forward to seeing you on the congas when you meet Bob Marcucci, the drummer for Paulie Mac and Friends, and we all get to hang out on stage. That'll be a lot of fun. Stevie B is a super, and he says, I'd only go to the draft just to laugh at Jets fans.
Those poor, I don't know what to say about Jets fans anymore. I don't. You know what happens? I mean, they get the best personnel in the game, whether it's a Bob Saleh, whether it's an Aaron Rodgers. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You go to New York to play for the Jets. That's where you go to die. And
now you got Geno Smith. So here you go.
What the hell's he going to do? I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going to happen with Geno Smith? They're going to win like 2 games again. The poor Jets. I actually feel bad at this point.
Isn't there like a part of you that's rooting for them?
Pardon?
Isn't there a part of you that's rooting for them?
Yeah. Dude, Jets ball, dude. Again, Tony, and I have to just kind of gently remind you that all those years I was a kid living in New Jersey, pre-ESPN football on Sunday night, the only 2 games we would get on Sunday were the Giants and the Jets. Right. So if I wanted to watch the Niners, I would have to go to a sports bar, which I did a million times. But I kind of developed like a little pet liking for the Jets because they were so bad. I'm like, these poor guys, look at these guys are 1-15. They're 3-13, like just year after year. And the Giants were always good. And I hate the Giants, man. You guys know how I feel about the Giants. Hi, Paulie, Phil Simms here. I mean, that whole bit, I can't.
Hey, Paulie, hi, Phil Simms here.
There
Jesus Christ, there he is. Hey, Paulie, hi.
Hey, Paulie, hi. Phil Simms here.
I want to remind everybody, after we pranked, well, actually, I didn't have anything to do with that. That was Murph. But when Murph set that whole thing up, it came to my attention. Phil Simms got wind of what we were doing, and he immediately pulled himself off of what's
Cameo?
Cameo. Yeah, he's no longer available on Cameo. I shut it down. And that's my way of getting back at Phil Simms for all the crap he put us through in the 80s.
Okay, you're a big New York Giants fan.
Oh my God! You graduated high school in '86. That was a good year for me too. With this stupid accent and all that.
Hey, hi, Phil Simms here.
Oh God! I hated it when he was with Nance too. I used to get pissed. Remember when he was with Nance? I'm like, get Simms out of there. You know? Yeah. And Simms would be like, "Well, come on, Paul. We like Phil."
If you listen to that bite, it's like pure joy. He's like excited to greet you. It's so
because Murph told him I was like a monster Giants fan. He's like, my partner loves you. He said all this stuff. I had no idea. I remember that morning. That was so insane. That was one of the greatest pranks of all time.
All time. Moving on, super. Stand by. Thank you, Stevie B. Steve Groschel, another super. He says, Steve Garvey is not my padre, dude. Look at Steve Grosso, man.
Nice, Gross. Nice,
Yeah,
baby.
Grosso on fire as usual. Corinne Sartorio, the maker of Manhattans in
She
travel.
made it onto our top 3 list tonight, too. She inspired the final top 3 item. Yeah.
Yes, she did. And Corinne is she apologized for not having a travel Manhattan for me on Monday night when I saw her.
No
I was like,
apologies necessary. None.
You kidding me? You just drove in from Fairfax on a bad weather day, too. So thank you all who came, by the way, to Longbridge Pizza on Monday night. That was so much fun. Corinne's a super. She says was at a nursing conference in Nashville when the NFL draft was there. Drafted Debo that year.
Well, Debo was great. I mean, to be fair to Debo Samuel, he was a great 49er for a few years, and then he just kind of soured and went north. It's like these guys have like a limited. I don't know what happened with Debo. It's really unfortunate because he was great. I mean, there was a couple of seasons there where it was just simply like give him the rock and let him go.
And very tough to tackle, man.
That's what I'm saying. Remember they were lining him up in the backfield? Remember he was like taking handoffs? It was crazy.
Like end arounds, dude. The end arounds, and he would just be a bowling ball coming down but very Kenneth Walker-esque, right? Like how just really tough to bring down with one guy bringing him down. For some reason, he had a desire to be a Washington Commander. So
hold on, just some clarification. Robot Centaur, and how's baby Nina doing today, man? I hope you guys are doing well. Give our best.
2-0. By the way, she was 1-0 yesterday. She's 2-0.
Nina's never lost to the Dodgers in her entire life. She's never lost.
Hey, neither is Vitello, Paulie.
I like that. Centaur goes, Debo is still an FA. Does that mean fat ass? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what FA means. What is FA? I'm guessing fat ass.
Free agent. I love that you would think fat.
Well, no, because you saw the gut. He was walking around with that big gut. Remember? I thought you meant fat ass. I don't know. All right. Okay. Free agent. What is that? Fat ass? No. My friends at 49er Red Zone goes both. It's both. Yeah. Free agent. Sorry.
That reminds me of Stand By Me when they're like, Lord ass. Well,
that's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now you know why I never could concentrate in school. It was just moments like that. Okay. Are you still supering, Tony?
I am no longer super. Oh, no, I am. Because our man, Carlos de la Fuente.
Nice, Los D.
Yeah, left. Los D, we need to talk some baseball with you again, too, soon, brother. He says, Don Sutton beat Garvey's ass in the clubhouse. Hashtag props.
That's a true story. 1978. I just, if you guys ever are interested in, actually, Scarlet Fire, you might really enjoy this if you haven't seen this. There's an ESPN. I think it's one of those. It's not a 30 for 30. It's one of those like ESPN Films presents, and and I just saw it. It was only like 2 weeks ago. It's called Uncivil War. It's about the history of the Dodgers and the Yankees rivalry, and they talk about that fight quite a bit. There's a big and Los, check it out. You would love that too. It's old school, man. Talk about all those 70s World Series, and that's a big part of. There's a big segment about that. Garvey and Sutton beaten. In fact, I think Garvey said that Sutton called him out in the clubhouse, and I think he insulted his wife, maybe, or something like that. It was at a point where Garvey had to respond, and he did. And after that fight, apparently Garvey's teammates liked him a lot more than before the fight. So make it out what you will. Yeah.
Nice. And just because Los is checking in, Paulie, stand
Give
by.
us the Los. Give 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 us the Los. What dog would you like?
Great baseline.
Give us the Los.
I like how you can still hear the horns over the guitar solo. Thank you, Los D. I need a piece of Los D. You know what's crazy? I'm starting to miss Los D. Like, I miss him. I didn't get enough. We got him at Standard Deviant, but I need more. I need more Los D. Hopefully we'll see each other soon, man. Okay, announcement time.
Yeah.
We're going to go announcement, and we're going into Longbridge next, Tony. So be ready with your video. Yes. What?
Can you give a chime for your announcement, please?
Hold on.
Thank you.
That's all you needed?
Yeah.
I'll give you another one. I'll do it like a windshield wiper. Watch. It's tough. You got to wait till it plays out. It won't reload. I can't do the pump fake. One more.
I know.
All right, I'm learning myself. Okay, guys, this Friday, we are sitting here. Tony and I were talking today, and I was like, hey, do we have a music sponsor this week? And Tony said no. So door is open, folks. If you guys want, if anybody out there wants to step up and give us a music assignment this week, make a donation to the show, help support us. Believe me, it all helps. You trust me. We are wide open this Friday. So email us, pauliespod@gmail.com. I hate to put the screws to you, but if you could and you're interested, email us by tomorrow so we can announce it on the show. Or if you want to do it next week or the week after, like pick your Friday. It's all yours, but we would prefer having a guest sponsor if possible, because we just like bringing you guys on the show. So I'm saying we're open. If anybody wants to participate, pauliespod@gmail.com. Music assignment is wide open, and we'll take any idea that you have, and we'll have some fun with that. So, okay, Tony, that being said, and if not, Tony and I'll come up with something tomorrow. We'll share it with everybody, but we'd rather have you guys. Longbridge Pizza, for the love of God, what else? Yeah, that's where I belong, right there in the freaking hot oven. What else could Neil Donardi do at this point to win over the masses? I'm not sure. I mean, the guy I'm kind of in awe of Neil. Yeah. Like he first of all, he's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that. He is such a sweetheart. His family, like all of them, Donardi's sister, you know what I mean? Like the whole
Lauren, shout out Lauren. She rules.
Yeah, Lauren, dude, she's the freaking anyway. And his mom and dad, like all the Donardis are such great people. But it's not just that. It's like he goes above and beyond. Like, think about this. I'll just say this to you guys. And then we're going to talk about like the pizza and stuff. But the last 2 Mondays, those are Neil's days off. Like, they're closed on Monday. But the last 2 Mondays, he's come in. He's opened his doors. He's let the PNP Familia in. He served us pizza and drinks before the Springsteen concert. It really does kind of blow me away. He didn't have to do that at all. I mean, he could have stayed home and enjoyed his day off. He was like, no, man, let's hang out. And he did it again this Monday with the 420 party, and the great people at Deli Board brought all that food in, and we all had a great time. I mean, it gave us a chance to hang out with Noemi and Ray and Corinne and Pam. And, you know, it's just, again, that's all courtesy of Neil Donardi. So Neil, if you're out there, I just want to say thank you, man. You're really an impressive dude. And I just want you to know that your generosity is noted, and we appreciate it very, very much. So Longbridge Pizza, listen, find out why we talk the way we do about these guys. It's 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. The pizza is stellar. The freaking beers on tap. Tony can tell you about those, but he always makes sure he has a lot of really cool beers available. And Neil brings that whole South City kind of vibe to everything he does, which is like making you feel like a family member. And that's why they have the Vibe Tribe. Join the Vibe Tribe. As soon as you break the plane, you walk in there, you're officially a member of the Vibe Tribe. Tony, laid back pizza. I always say that. Laid back vibe, serious pizza. And the pizza is serious, folks, whether it's a Polymac particle pie, maybe it's a Nico, maybe it's a Sophia, maybe it's the loading dock. I know a lot of you guys like the loading dock. That's where he throws like the kitchen sink on the look at that.
That's the Polymac pie right there. I
gotta say, I'm impressed with my pie. That's a good looking pizza right there. When we brought that pizza to Radio Row for the Super Bowl, the Polymac particle pie got annihilated in seconds.
Great Cosell, NFL Films. I was like, give me some of that.
Let me give you Greg Cosell left. I used to do that. Hey, Greg, tell me something about Jethro Tull. I love Greg Cosell. We got to get him back on the show, dude. It was so great to see him. But Longbridge Pizza, they are waiting for you to stop on by, place an order. Hit them on Wednesdays for the chicken parms, the Vinny's Gabagool, the chopped cheese. They have so many great options on their menu. And again, gluten-free options available. Vegetarian options available for Creative Tony and like-minded folks like that. So get on down to Longbridge, see why we love them, or visit them online, Tony. It's longbridgepizza.com. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And again, Neil Donardi and Andrew Markoulis of Longbridge Pizza will be representing at the Sphere tomorrow night for Fish. So good luck, gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say.
Neil's going with who, Tony?
With Andrew and Neil are going.
Oh, what a twosome, dude! What a flipping twosome, dude! Yeah. Andrew likes to have a good time. That's my boy. Yeah. He likes to have a good time. He's got that whole Tahoe thing going like 24/7, man.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget, hey, Giants Day baseball tomorrow. Okay, my recommendation: is that you go to Longbridge before the game, have one of their great local beers on tap, like from Cellar Maker or from Bear Bottle or from Original Pattern or from Russian River, and then either order a pizza there and have the pizza ready to rock, or get something to go and bring it into the yard. Remember, they make the sandwiches today on Wednesdays, the Vinny's Gabagool, the meatball sub, or the chicken parm. Or they have the Detroit style pizzas tomorrow on Thursdays. And then Giants are home for the weekend as well. Get into Longbridge, especially to celebrate Giants ball. So that's what it's just to remind people, when you're in the neighborhood for Giants baseball, get to Longbridge Pizza before or after the game.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Neil Denardi. I'm not going to read this one on the air, but John Joseph made me laugh. Read John Joseph's post before we go. Just read it to yourself. Okay. Just read it to yourself.
I will. Stand
you see it? It's up top. It's up top before it goes away.
Well, it doesn't go away. You got to scroll. Hang on one sec.
Yeah, it's from 9:34.
Oh boy, hang on.
Oh god,
hang on. Stand by.
I'm building it up too much now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
You see what he's doing? That's John Joseph dropping his 2 cents. Thank you, Double J. I appreciate that, brother. And Patty, thank you for stickering the sphere with Polymac particle stuff. I do appreciate that. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to break. Listen, we went long because the game ended, but we wanted to go watch the end of the game. But once they wrapped it up, we were like, screw it, let's keep going. So we will be back tomorrow at high noon, and we'll do a similar approach. We'll try to get out early so people can watch the game tomorrow. I know I want to watch Webby pitch too, but we'll get at least an hour in tomorrow before we send everybody off to watch a game. So far, so good. 2 games, 2 Giant wins. This is exactly what this team needed to kind of wake them up and get them playing competitive baseball again. No better way to build your confidence than beating the godforsaken, second coming of the devil themselves, the Los Angeles. I can't tell you how much it's just, they are the antithesis, okay, of all things pure in baseball. So I want to reject them on principle. I want to reject them on the field, and we will do that again tomorrow. Creative Tony. That being said, you have the controls, pull the levers, and take us home, buddy.
Yes, buddy. Stand by.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business time.
Thank you all for joining us. You guys are the best freaking audience on the planet. We are so freaking thankful. Stand by.
Thank you, Creative Tony. Thank you, Creative Tony. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Neil and Andrew, have a great time at Fish this weekend, man. Send pictures, send videos, have a blast. Phil Dawson, Hum Daddies, Corinne. Say hi to Pam, Corinne. Also, Miriam and Kirsten. Tell Kirsten we said hi. Patty from Napa, Dami Peralta, your Noemis, your Goodmans, your Scarlet Fires, your Ragses, your S. Wongs, and Dougie in Japan, bro. Great for the triumphant return of All Right, Tokyo. Hey, great show tonight. Had a lot of fun. It's good for us, just like it is for you. It's good for me, and it's good for you. Little Slick Rick. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Good for me, and it's good for you. We'll see you at 12 noon, and everybody be cool. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all. See you tomorrow.